where we have students who join up and we go to conferences in different places, Boston, Vancouver, sometimes New York, sometimes Virginia. And students meet up with other students from around the country and sometimes even around the world, where they will pretend to be delegates to the United Nations. They represent certain countries regarding world issues such as clean water, women's equality, nuclear proliferation, Syrian refugee crisis.
The first conference was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
It was good? How good was it?
It was very good. It was a 10 out of 10.
So what was your topic?
My topic was racial discrimination and human trafficking.
Okay.
And my country was North Korea.
Good, okay. So it's like a realistic club, you know?
Yes, and they work together trying to come up with solutions to the problems that the world is facing. So they work cooperatively with each other and really get the idea of how they can solve some of the world's problems, maybe even sometimes a little bit better than some of the adults who are kind of ruling the world.
What about you? What was your topic?
My topic was cybersecurity and piracy, but we didn't do piracy yet, so we just did cybersecurity, but we're doing that tomorrow.
So was it like good? Like, do you think you
Yeah, it
did a
was
good
good,
job?
but there were a lot of kids that were like geniuses and
So
a little
did
intimidating.
you feel kind of like
But it was
out of
fun
place?
because then I made friends with them. So.
Okay, that's good.
Why is it such a valuable club? Like, what makes it, like, special? Why do people attracted to it?
Sure. Well, there's a bunch of things. First of all, there's the skills that you get from being involved, or skills that you develop in Model UN, some of which are public speaking, critical thinking, trying to break apart problems and then bring them together for solutions. Research skills, we do have to write papers, which it's surprising how many students will sign up to do additional work beyond their schoolwork. So that says a lot for the club. So there's the skills, but then there's also getting to go to the conferences and having those activities where they're able to take what they learn and take these new skills and put them into practice instead of just letting them sit there, and they get to apply these skills, and they do it with a lot of enthusiasm. So from there, we have beyond the conference, we also have the social aspect. There's always a social aspect to Model UN. We do laser tag, we go shopping, we go to Dave & Buster's, we do different sightseeing trips, go to the Mets game, of course, go Mets. And we have lots of things that we do. So it's not just an academic club, but that's part of it. So there's a lot of enrichment for students, but there's also the social aspect.
Okay.
So our committee is SOCHM, and basically we talk, it's the Social, Humanitarian, and Cultural Committee, and so basically we talk about racial discrimination, xenophobia, and other intolerance.
Oh, okay.
And then our other topic is human trafficking.
Human trafficking.
And yeah, and they talk a lot about ISIS.
Oh, that's...
So I'm in the United Nations Council of Human Rights.
Yes.
And the first topic is women in war zones and how we can help about that. Women get very harassed.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and our second topic is healthcare in low-income countries and middle-income countries.
It's okay. We're doing Future Crisis, which is like made up stuff about the future and AI, but it's really cool.
Well, what about you, Elias?
It's actually pretty fun. Like, the experience you're doing with the kids around the world, it's just like life-changing.
Yeah, how would you explain your Model UN experience this year?
It was fun. Everything was really great because we had like a balance of fun and work, and the only thing was we had to wake up really early.
Overall, I'm hearing that we did a pretty good job.
Yes.
Is that like, do the students behave? Are they like criterias over the trips? Like, what are the standards and things?
The standards, students have to make sure that they are maintaining their grades in their classes. They have to, in general, they have to have good attendance at the meetings. They need to make sure that they are being responsible with deadlines. That's a big thing, making sure if there's paperwork due, if there is research due or a paper due, that they are meeting those deadlines and showing that they are responsible and mature. Those are the main things that we're looking for. We also look for public speaking skills, critical thinking skills, so that we can pick out the students who we think will represent Albert Leonard in the best way. But we are also about helping students kind of reach their potential. So even if they're a new member, it doesn't mean that they can't go to a conference.
That's great. That's awesome. So, of course, Model UN is like a really like, kind of like strict when it comes to like, you know, handing in everything and all that, and like, you know, deadlines and schedules and everything.
Yes.
But I heard that this year that there was kind of a setback, that the buses came late. That,
Yes.
They were scheduled like what, like 9 or something, or
Yes.
8, but they didn't come around till like 11. So like, how did that like change up the plans?
Well, obviously I'm not in charge of the buses because otherwise they would not have been late, because there would have been consequences for the bus if they had been, if it had been under my
Very ominous.
my control. Yes. So.
Okay.
No, it's something, it's important, but it did throw off our trip a little bit, but we were able to kind of make some adjustments and roll with it, which is what we expect our students to do when they're in committee. And something isn't as they thought it was going to be, that they have to kind of make adjustments and go with it.
That's great. So like the students I'm getting were like well behaved this year. Like, you know, there weren't any incidents.
No incidents. Do you know of incidents? I don't know of incidents.
I don't know any
I was
incidents.
gonna say, I'm like, Obina, I don't know. I don't know of anything.
I don't know of any incidents.
No, everyone was really well behaved. We had a great trip, and it was the students really kind of made the trip because of just how well they were behaved, but also their enthusiasm for the whole process. The best part of it is when they're coming out of the committee rooms and going to lunch, and they kept talking about what was happening in the committee rooms. And for me, that's the best part, where they come out and they're so enthusiastic about what they're doing that they don't want to stop. And all throughout lunch, it's like, oh, and then this delegate did this, and then we were talking about this, and no, I got to speak, and oh my gosh, did you see me? You see me? Oh, that was great. And that enthusiasm is just what makes everything worth it. All the hard work that they have, that they can actually be excited, and they don't see it as a chore, they see it as something they want to do.